Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Pamela and this is Teacher Pamela Plans, where we do everything from crafting to teaching ideas to planning and goal setting and believing. Today we are in the Makselife companion notebooks and we are going to do some goal planning. So this is my weekly actions and reflections for the week of January 15th through the 21st. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start with our reflections of January 8th through the 14th, and we're just going to look back at last week and see how it went. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the areas of life and see what I was able to check off. So starting with the personal area of life, reading chapters 6 through 12, that's in Leslie Effing Jones, my book club book. And I did not get to check that off. However, I did read a substantial amount of chapters. I just didn't get through 6 through 12. So I didn't get to check it off because I didn't get through all of the chapters. But I did do some of it. So I'm okay with that. Take memory pics. I did take some memory pictures. And so I got to check that off. And I'm trying to remember to do that so that I can put them in my memory keeper. And then to actually decorate my memory keeper, I did not do that. I came up with some ideas, had it set up a little bit, but I just hadn't completed it yet. Next up is fun and recreation. There I have nails down. I definitely need to get my nails done. And I did not accomplish that. As you can see, they're not very pretty right now. So I'm going to work on that very soon so that I can get that checked off. All right, so then I also have my work and learning, which I did awesome in. Then you look at my family and relationships, did great there as well. Then I have my health and wellness, super job tracking and walking. And then I did some moon ritual and caught up on See You Able. That was a relief. And I did not track my businesses, but I did pay for the gym. And I did some daily cleaning. All right, so now we're going to get a little bit more specific in the reflections, and we're going to talk about my wins and what worked. So first of all, this was a pretty good week. I got to check off a lot of tasks. I feel like I did quite a bit and way more than I did the week prior because I was not feeling well at all. So doing better. Then I also got to read 5 chapters of my book. Now, I didn't complete the 12, but I did read 5 of the chapters. And so I wanted to make sure that I wrote that down as a win. Could have gotten to 0. I remembered to take pictures. So I'm really new to this memory keeping thing. So to actually remember to take pictures of memories, that is something I need to write down so that I remember. And I did a good job of that this week, as well as taking a picture for my 52 weeks too. And if you have questions about that, I will show you in other videos. And that's in my self-care section of my planner. And then also I got to do a lot of editing. I got a lot of editing done. And I figured out a new way and a faster way to edit. So I'm doing more voiceover, which will help me to edit a little bit faster. Also, I did great tracking. That's new for me. I need to work on that habit. And I got time with my doggy. So that was really good. And he's enjoying that time because it's so cold outside. We need to play together more often. And then I enjoyed time with my boys. We played video games together. And I was just in the moment. And I really enjoyed that. Also, I got to get to the gym and I did my walking. I'm not where I want to be. I've just had this big setback with getting sick. And now I'm just walking because I don't want to overdo it. But I really hope soon that I can get back at it and go hardcore because I want to do a 10K and be confident in it. And then relief to get to the See You Able done. Like I was just so glad and thankful that now that is done. I've got a couple extra things I'm going to have to be doing soon in the future for it, but I got caught up. And then also I got to contribute. That's something that I need to remember, that I'm contributing to different things. So that's a win. Okay, so next I'm going to reflect on the lessons that I've learned and the adjustments that I'm going to be making. So first of all, my tracking was really good, but I didn't make the healthiest of choices. So I want to move towards making healthier choices along with the tracking. And to be honest, I didn't track everything that I put in my mouth. I just tracked, pretty much. So I need to make sure that I'm tracking consistently, and then I'm making sure that I track everything that I put in my mouth. Whether I go over or not is not the question. I need to just make sure that I track it. And then I need to increase my walking, moving into jogging. So as I talked about, like, I've been sick, it's been difficult. And so just even walking, I had to push myself to get there. And it's not even that much. It's like 30 minutes a day when I'm doing it. And so I really want to push for that 10K. And so I really need to move into the jogging and just feel better about it moving forward. And then also to figure out a consistent time for cleaning and a time in which I have energy. So I'm doing okay in the cleaning section, but I just am not consistent about doing it every day. And so I feel like if I have a certain time that I set aside specifically for cleaning and I'm doing nothing else in that time period, that might help me to move forward with the cleaning process and to get more consistent with it. All right, so next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my weekly actions for January 15th through the 21st. So in order to do that, I kind of look at my past weekly actions from the week before and put in whatever I didn't get done. But then I'm also going to be looking at my monthly goals and to search what else I need to add in. So here I'm going to be using my Makselife markers as well as my Energel pen. And of course, I'm going to be using my stencil as well for my Makselife. Okay, so let's get started. So here we have our personal monthly goals here. And I still have Leslie Effing Jones on there. And since I have book club coming up this week, I really need to complete that. So that is going to be my first weekly action, is to complete Leslie Effing Jones. The next thing on my goals is that I need to have a consistent plan for my evening routine, to create an evening routine. And so first, I need to research some ideas and take some notes on those ideas for a fun and easy and evening routine that I enjoy. And then next up, I'm going to continue to take memory picks. And I learned in that first week that I need to be doing the memory keeper the week after. So this one's going to be the memory keeper for week 2. So that's going to be my personal goals for this week. All right, for fun and recreation, I have a couple things that I want to do. I'm going to do my nails this week, like every week. So that's one that's on every Friday I like to do. And then I also have book club this Friday, so that'll be really exciting. And later on, you'll see me add spa day. I'm going to do that with my boys, and it's so much fun. Okay, next up comes work and learning. And for this week, I have my lesson plans for week 4. I always lesson plan a week in advance. So currently in the semester, we are doing week 3 this week. And so I need to plan for week 4. And then the boys and I have been doing an advent calendar. I got super sick. Phoenix got super sick with pneumonia. We didn't get it done. So we are going to finish that advent calendar. And we need to edit and post the advent video. They had so much fun actually putting most of it together. We did a kiwi crate. And so look forward to that. I'm hoping to post that video. And then we're going to edit goal actions. That's this video right here. And then edit a memory video as well. So we've got quite a few videos to catch up on. So we'll see if we get there. All right, so the next thing I have here is my family and relationships. I want to talk about Christmas. Now, this isn't because Christmas is over, but actually, my mom and I tend to celebrate Christmas later on after things have kind of settled down. So we will get together and kind of do a little Christmas with her and my brother and his wife and just kind of do a little calm Christmas after the holidays. All right, and then the next thing I put down is chat. I want to chat with my husband and just connect with him. That's all that means. It's just because, you know, we haven't had a lot of time together. He's been working hard like crazy. I just want to make sure that I make time to connect with him. And then I also put down play some games with the boys, maybe some board games, something a little bit different than the video games from last week. And then that's another way that we can connect. But then I also add in here the spa day. And I thought about adding it in with the family and relationships, but I ended up adding it in the fun and recreation. I know that Monday we have off school, the boys have off school, and so that would be a good opportunity to do the spa day. And what I did for Christmas was I got the boys some little masks that look like snowman masks and then little feeties that look like candy canes. They like doing those little spa things with me, and I love that they still like to do those kinds of things. So we will keep it fun. And then the last thing here is to play with Thor. And, you know, it's getting cold outside, and I just want him to have fun with me. All right, so then the next area, of course, is health and wellness. Now, last week I did pretty well with this, so I hope to do well with it this week. But I'm looking back and thinking about what I have going on to help me figure out what days I could possibly go to the gym and how I could work that out. So this time I actually am going to try to track all 7 days. So I write that in here. And then I'm also going to walk, and I try to walk 3 times this week and think I can do it because Monday the kids don't have school, and then I have an appointment one other day this week, so I think I can get in the other 3 days. And then I also need to take that picture of myself for my 50 weeks too, which is in my self-care planner, just to show how my body is changing throughout the year. All right, so next up is my area of spiritual and personal growth. Now, this week, I'm only going to add moon ritual to this. I'm going to be doing my moon ritual on the 17th. That'll be the first quarter. And so then I'm going to be adding my to-do list, my action plan, my affirmations and intentions. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to use Living Lunary. It's a book that I got and ordered on Amazon, and it's by Kiki Eli. And I really, really enjoy it because it has also activities to do with each phase of the moon. And depending on which moon it is, which this time it's the wolf moon, it has different activities. So I really like it. All right, so my next area of life is financial. So I really need to create an Excel sheet for my husband for tax purposes. So for my business. So that's the first thing that I need to do. That's my action. And then I also need to track my business and personal expenses. And that's about it for this area. My final area of life is going to be the physical environment. So for this one, I'm just going to have one action plan, and that's to clean 30 minutes a day. Now, I haven't been super consistent about this. And one of the adjustments that I need to do is I need to do it more consistently and have a special time to do it. So we'll see how that works out. All right, so now I'm just going to add in my checklist dots. So for the things that just are one and done, I just put a little dot next to it. So all the things in my personal are just one and done. So I'm just going to put a little dot next to those. Then same thing for fun and recreation, same thing for work and learning. Doesn't until I get to my family and relationships. I want to play games with the boys since it's 2 boys. I'm going to put 2 boxes for that so they each get to choose a game. And then playing with Thor, I upped it to 4 times this week. So I'm going to put little squares, 4 little squares behind it. And if I get those 4 squares, then I get to check it off. For my tracking, I'm going to have 7 squares. And for my walking, since it's 3 times, I'm going to have 3 little squares there. And then for cleaning, I'm going to have 5 squares under that. So that's it as far as how I'm going to track what I need to do. All right, so that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe below and join me for my goals as well as my other planning videos that I have. And I'll see you soon. Don't forget, keep believing. Bye-bye.